What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Carlson, and this is the Rollback BMX Podcast, the number one BMX podcast in the universe, according to me. Today's guest is that one guy from Canada who goes really fast and used to race and stuff, Corey Walsh. Corey talks about being a part of Canada's official race team and transitioning into only riding skate parks, his video section in Colt's It's Later Than You Think, the full-length video project Fast and Loose that he's working on with Jason Watts, Matt Cordova, Chris Fox, and Cody Pollard, living life without working a real job, and a whole lot more. So sit back, listen up, prepare to learn a bunch of really important stuff. This is the Rollback BMX Podcast with Corey Walsh. Corey goddamn Walsh, what's going on?
What's up, man?
We're in Mexico.
We are.
When did you get here?
I got here Tuesday night.
What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
That's sick. Yeah, back here. Guadalajara. Yeah, it's been good.
How'd you do in this thing last year?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad.
So, I was going to say that generally means bad.
Yeah.
So what's new out your way? So you've been at home?
Yeah, I was just back in Vancouver for 10 days.
Did you weasel your way onto that demolition trip up north?
Yeah.
Even though
I didn't weasel my way on. I just hung out with them the whole time. Yeah.
So you're on demolition, then you're off demolition, and then you go on the demolition trip.
Yes.
Explain yourself. What happened with you being off demolition? It seemed like a really good thing.
It was just a distro thing. So, like, because of the distros in Canada, I couldn't ride for two separate distros that rode for...
Because they're directly competing?
Yes.
So it was Colt was one and Demo was the other, and you had to choose?
Yeah, so I would have had to go... Yeah, I just, like, choose the other distro for Colt, obviously. And that's what happened with Demo. Just got left behind, kind of.
So are you on Colt strictly through the distro, or is it... Because you have, like, a legit deal, right?
It's direct. But then it had to be through the distro because I'm from Canada.
Just to do it? Like, do you get paid through the distro, kind of? Is that...
Yeah, kind of. But it's still direct, too.
Because you have the frame and everything now, right? A colorway.
Yes.
In Hawk's frame.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that might be the first time in my recent memory that somebody had a colorway in somebody else's signature frame. Yeah. Like, double it up on the signature.
Right. Well, I was going to ride that frame anyways, right? So.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, do you know how, does Hawk still get a royalty? Do they split the royalties?
No idea, man.
I worked for a shoe company at one point, and we had that problem where a couple pro skaters had pro model shoes, and a couple bike riders got colorways, and they wanted to do the skateboarder's shoe, but it got weird because they already had to pay a royalty to them. This is far more corporate than Colt. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? This is like real business, whereas Colt, I think, Hawk and Robbo, whatever, it's cool and everybody's homies, but it was just weird corporate bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
What made you want to do that free agent Army Green?
Man, that was just we were looking up like random ideas, and then just like totally like my dad grew up with he's a pilot. I grew up with airplanes and stuff, and we were just Googling stuff, and we're like, sick, let's do a Warhawk.
It turned out good, man.
Yeah. I was really nervous of it because it was it's kind of nerdy, right? Well, in some senses, but then Adam did all the graphics for it, made it real simple, so that it came out badass. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I didn't know your dad was a pilot. What does he fly?
Just little Cessna I grew up in, and then a little Kit Fox too. So it's just a little two-seater planes, little fun planes.
Yeah.
There's nothing in it ever he never did it for a living or anything like that.
I don't know if you know, but that's what my dad does for a living.
Oh, really?
He flies for American.
Oh, sick, yeah.
He flies the big beast out of LA. He flies to Tokyo and Shanghai and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Yeah, so I always I had the model airplanes of that face and stuff.
I had all the same stuff. Yeah, I think it's when Dad's a pilot. That's what when he's secretly buying it for him, but it's going as a gift to the kid.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Have a lot of people been buying those frames? They seem pretty popular.
Yeah, it seems like it. Don't know. I've been getting tagged in a bunch of stuff, which is sick. But yeah. It's kind of trippy. It's really weird. But
a bunch of kids are really good at Photoshop and just tagging you.
Tagging it or buying stickers to Amazon or some shit.
Let's screw with Corey Walsh. So you're initially from out near Toronto, but you've kind of made your home near Vancouver, correct?
Oh, kind of. I'm born and raised Toronto. And then I moved out to BC, Vancouver for racing, probably about 5 years ago now, or 6 years ago. And then after my racing ended, I just kind of stayed out there, but I've never, I've only done one entire year there. I've never stayed for winters and stuff. I'm always just try to leave because the winters there are they're miserable.
But your parents are
Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah. Parents are Toronto, girlfriend's Toronto, but then I'm Vancouver.
That sounds pretty complicated.
Yes. But
and then you're in Mexico.
Yeah, now I'm in Mexico. Not the most ideal thing ever, but yeah.
I mean, do you particularly like Vancouver, or is it just...
I fucking love Vancouver. It's my favorite place in the world in the summer.
Yeah.
As soon as the rain hits, it's awesome there. My friends are still there, but it's... Yeah. You'll get depressed there.
Good drinking town.
Yeah. That's a problem. Yeah.
So when does the rain usually hit? Is it about 6 months of rainy season, or what is it?
Maybe even more. We had a good summer this year, but it's usually just maybe 3 months last year was sunny, or like maybe 4, and then the rest was rain. So like when I talk rain, it would be like it will hit you, like it doesn't rain consistently, but the rain is going to mess up things riding wise and stuff like that. So
I've spent enough time in the Northwest to experience that.
yeah, it rained once for 2 months straight.
That's insane.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, yeah. And
is there an indoor park in?
There's this thing called Air Rec. They charge like $40 an entry.
Is it one of those like they try to make it a bike park for everybody?
Oh yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah. But it's like it's so far away, and then like I drive a big ass van, so I could never pay for gas to go out there. And then so there's just like this skate DIY DIY
skate driving under the influence.
Oh yeah, no, but they built a DIY called Lee Side, and that's covered. But it's gotten to the point now where it's raining so much you can't even ride that.
Like it's blowing in there. And
it will blow in, and it's like leaking through the cracks of the tunnel now. So.
Are the skaters cool with you being there?
Kind of, not really. Well, I don't know. We've gotten a few things with people. I'm starting to get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah.
Through that, because I always bump into them everywhere at shows and stuff. But yeah, a couple of them are really mellow. But like, I don't post anything from there. I didn't do shit to help out with that place. So
yeah. See, that's people are always like, BMX skate wars and stuff like that. And like the one time I completely see where they're coming from is when they put in time and money and stuff.
Oh,
it's like, well, give me the opportunity to put in time and money.
And the problem is like they don't understand that we don't have that. Like they're like we could try to do that, but they have like such a power and organization that they got that done somehow. And like there's no way that the 20 BMXers in Vancouver that would be down to do that could do that.
Could get together, could organize
funds and
all that fun stuff.
Actually, we probably could, but everyone's just lazy as shit.
Yeah. What do you ride in Vancouver usually when you're home? Hastings Park?
Hastings. Yeah, other than that, Hastings.
That's about it?
Yeah, we have
How far is that from your place?
I don't have a place.
You just kind of live wherever?
I live in my van. Well, okay. I did live in my van, but I stay at a couple of homies' houses that are the North Shore, so it's only 10 minutes, no traffic to Hastings, and then 20 minutes with traffic sort of thing.
So you drove your van to Southern California for the Vans event, correct?
This year?
Yeah.
I drove it to Colorado, and then Colorado down to Southern California.
That's right.
And then back up to Vancouver.
So is your van running strong?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
It's a Ford F-350. But now I don't own it anymore. I sold it. I sold it with errors because found out that year model, it's 1992, and they have this weird idle problem that you can't fix. You can, and you just got to put a lot of money into it, and it's just it's just high idles on neutral. No, not on neutral, where you're in drive parked, so it kind of wants to take off from you. But if you shove it into neutral, it calms the revs down, and then you can put it back into drive, and it's fine. So I just didn't want to have to deal with any of that, so I got rid of it.
So you have nothing right now?
I have nothing, yeah.
And the goal is to get another van?
Yeah. That will be the goal after the next 3 months of the traveling that's about to happen. So
where do you go from here?
I go to Mexico. I'm going to go back to Toronto. Stay at my girlfriend's place and my parents' place. See them for 9 days, maybe less. I don't know. Yeah. So, and then go to England from there.
And then Malaga from there?
England, and I'm staying in England for a week after, I think now, and then Malaga going to stay somewhere after. So
you're gone for a hot minute.
Yeah. So that was the point of getting rid of the van too, is because you don't got to pay for parking or figure out where to put it or be stressed about if someone's broken into it. So yeah.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to get a different type of van or anything?
Yeah, I'm going for the not the glamorous one, but the more ideal living situation one. I'm going to try to get a ProMaster, one of the big boxy ones, newer.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to buy one of those used, and then, because I'm committed to living into it as long as I can now. So instead of buying all these old vans. You
enjoyed the lifestyle.
Oh, so yeah. I'm never renting a place again.
I mean, if you factor in that you're going to pay $1,000 a month in rent or something like that.
Yeah.
It's and you're okay with that and you enjoy that? Yeah, man.
Well, the money I spent, I put... probably in total when it was calculated, it was $7,800 into my van.
Yeah.
And that was to make it super hipster so someone would buy it sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's
what'd you get for it?
I got $8,000 with all the errors. So I told the dude honestly, and it sold in 24 hours, and it was the first guy I talked to.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I just wanted it gone because I didn't want to have to sell it for more money. And then and I'm also talking about selling a 1992 van for $8,000.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's just because of how popular
the lifestyle is.
Oh, it's insane out there right now. It's not even real.
Yeah, I had a buddy that bought a diesel Mercedes Sprinter van, and I was dude, how do you afford that? And it ended up, he bought it like slightly used, and it was a lot cheaper than I thought it would have been, and it got much better gas mileage than I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
So like he got it, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? And then I looked into it, and I'm like, maybe I should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if I can find one, and then if I put some money towards it, like my payments are only going to be like $350 a month.
Yeah.
Like, and I never have agreed with financing anything ever, but I'm starting to think about it more now just because I dealt with all that crap. And then
So do you have credit? Would you be able to do that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never like taken a loan out or anything like that, or so I'd have to go see.
Do you still work sometimes?
I've been work free for the last 8 months now.
Now, is that because you stacked a bunch of cash, or is that because you're getting paid to ride?
Well, like, yeah, paid to ride now. And
is
then,
it just Colt, or who's paying you?
Yeah, it's just Cult, and then through the distro now. So, like,
Okay.
yeah, like Robbie's helped me out a lot through that.
Yeah.
And then I live a very cheap lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm living off is below poverty line. And that is because I live the way I live, and it's not like I'm not negative towards that at all. Like, I still eat out and everything too. It's crazy. I just don't pay rent. I figure out money wise what's going to happen with trips and stuff, so I never get punched in the face with it. And then
I mean, I think it's one of those things when you sit down and break down your finances, how much of it goes to bullshit.
yeah, oh, it's insane.
You know what I mean? I sit
Yeah.
back and I just look at all the random bills where it's like if you eliminate that stuff, I'm like, the majority of my money goes to paying rent, paying health insurance, international phone plan because I use my phone everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I spend way too much money drinking beer and eating out.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of things that could cut corners. By the time all that's taken care of, then it's just kind of like the living part of things isn't that expensive.
No, it's not. Yeah, that was the craziest thing because Malaga, like, because I got some money from that, and then that was like what helped me get the van. And
Yeah,
then
third there?
second.
Second?
So like that helped me buy a van, and then because of that, I sold that van for more, and then now it's like sold that van. So
You're accidentally a van dealer.
yeah, trying to be actually. So
That's pretty
like
cool.
the next one I buy, I'm going to put it up for way too much money because they're going for way too much money, and if someone sells it, then like if it sells and someone buys it, that's sweet. Build another one, and then. Yeah, because that's like something I can do after riding too. I enjoy doing it.
There's probably some serious money in there if you want to comb junkyards and stuff, and you can find some decent ones and put minimal work into them and sell them for one of those 15, 20 grand. And you
Man,
put
if I had all the
5, 6
free
into
time
it.
in the world, man, I'd probably own 6 vans right now, and I would have been flipping them and then just selling them right away.
Yeah.
But that's not ideal right now, so
Yeah.
I do it for fun. It's sick.
So I'm assuming you started racing before you ever rode a skate park or anything?
No, not true. I
Okay.
think like the first photo of me on a bike, like jumping something or at a skate park, I was like 4.
Okay.
4 or 5.
How old are you now?
I'm 23 now.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, started riding when I was like 4, but racing was when I was 6. Like that was the first time I went for my birthday to the track I believe that's a true story. Yeah, like first time to the track to actually start racing, and then that was it from there.
I mean, you raced from 6 to like 20 then or something?
Yeah, 6 to 20.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
that was a good guess on my
Yeah,
end.
that was when I retired.
Did you? I mean, so run us through that a little bit because I know you were. Were you AA?
I was technically AA, so I was that kid that had no pop out of the gate, no strength, but could ride a track.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because of that, like, never went anywhere. Kind of just like I love Supercross. I raced Supercross because it was so fun. And then so did that. I technically made it to AA, but I could never make it out of like an NBL or ABA race AA. There's no way. Like I would look like an idiot in that gate, but Supercross was different.
Were you clipping in?
Yeah.
So
I was on road clips. It was crazy.
So you were all in.
Yeah, because like I was the further generation from that. Like clips started when I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like it wasn't a negative thing when it was to a lot of the older guys, right?
Yeah.
And then, but I always rode both bikes, right? So I was either clipped in or flat. I mostly raced on flats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, was there a lot of positivity to your racing career? Did you enjoy most of it, or?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just took me once I got to a certain level and I was getting paid to race. And
Who was paying you?
the government of Canada, because it's
Okay.
an Olympic sport, right?
Yeah.
So you get funding through that. I had that for a year.
Was that a decent check?
Yeah, it's enough to live off of, and
Yeah.
you're getting these facilities and like
Now
training.
I only know about freestyle, and I only really know about the United States. In the United States, based on your performance, there's like a tiered system. Like
Yeah.
A tier makes this much money. B tier is it similar up there?
Yes, it's in there. Yeah,
So
it's
what-
like P1, P2 card,
So what were you on?
P2.
So P1 gets paid more, but you still made money.
Yeah,
you still made a
it's
livable
$900 a month. That's what it is.
wage. Okay,
but
they give you housing too.
No, you gotta pay rent.
Okay.
But then I was also riding for one of our banks. Like we have a bank called CIBC, and they had like a program through there called Next Gen, and they like set you up with a Olympic medalist to like guide you through like whatever, and they give you some money for that. So I had funding through that.
So who was like the best racer in Canada? Was it you?
Oh, I'd say Tori Nyhog was.
Okay.
You heard that name?
No,
but
I'm
been
distant.
He's been Olympics for stuff for us. Like, yeah, he's the fastest for sure.
Where's he from?
He's from, man, I think he lives in Burnaby now. So he was from Burnaby. Yeah. There's another kid named James Palmer too. I grew up racing with him, and he's like also crazy quick right now.
So is it weird that they were putting this funding and stuff behind you, but you couldn't really make it out of like a proper NBL AA race? Like,
well, that's what we weren't doing though, because the Olympic stuff is Supercross, right? So we were on the full Supercross circuit.
Okay.
And then like I got out of time trials a couple times and maybe motos once, but never from there, right? So then they were just working on me trying to get as strong as I could be, so that they were hoping that I could get a snap and then that would change.
Yeah. Okay. So they kind of were sponsoring you with development in mind. Like you're not quite there yet, but you can do this.
Yeah. Because I had gained like 18, 20 pounds at one point in muscle. It was nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, yeah. But the reality of was I was never getting faster because I was riding my bike every day.
Yeah. How weird is that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Weird concept.
Yeah.
The one thing on earth, like you do more of it and it doesn't make you better at it.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Just when it comes to going fast and stuff.
Yeah,
Was it your sister races too, right?
Yeah, she used to race. She retired now too, and she's on full track bike now.
No shit.
Velodrome stuff, she's killing it. Yeah.
Is that regular to have somebody transition from BMX race to track?
Yeah. Normally, because like if they're strong. So for example, like, my sister didn't start racing until she was 15.
Is she older or younger?
She's 2 years older.
Okay.
So she's 26. She didn't start racing until she was 15. So that because of that, she didn't get like a lot of like racing skills involved, but she was like a power horse. So she was super strong. So then she goes in the velodrome now, and she's just even stronger. So she adapted to that so easily.
Is she like Olympic potential or no?
I believe so.
Wow.
Yeah, she's so fresh in it though. Like those people have been doing it for years, and she's getting into it, and yeah, she's killing it. I like don't mistake me like I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I know Jamie Staff, who's like, Jamie Staff, right?
Maybe.
He was a racer on the UK team, I guess. He's the US coach.
Oh, okay.
You probably met him at one of the freestyle events.
I know him.
But Jamie, I think he blew it at the Olympics in racing. Maybe the first year it was in racing.
Beijing.
And then he got a gold medal in track. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, I've heard about that.
2 or 3 Olympics later. Yeah. So I didn't know, hearing that from your sister.
It transfers over so well. Yeah. But, for example, I would never do it because you could never make me strong enough. Like, they have to pick the person that is, like, eligible for it.
That makes sense.
Like, if Stromberg started a track bike, I guarantee he could probably just kick everyone's ass.
Just because he has a great body?
Yeah. Oh, no. He's strong as shit. And it's funny, we were just talking about that dude in Chile, so.
I wouldn't know him if I walked by him. He won the first gold medal in the Olympics, right? Was he the first guy to win it?
Yeah, and then he won it again.
So has there been 3? So it was 2 him and then Connor Fields?
Yeah.
Connor Fields is my dude.
Yeah.
Just so you know that.
Oh, yeah? Sick.
He's from the same city as I am.
Oh, yeah, Vegas.
Henderson, outskirts.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he lives probably like 5 miles from my parents.
Yeah, sick.
I actually don't know him super well. I've only met him a couple times, but
yeah.
Got that hometown pride, you know?
Yeah, that's sick.
So what exactly made you want to get out of racing? Did you get dropped from the pro team or anything? Or?
No, it wasn't that. It was just like I went through a year. I got hurt. I had 3 concussions in a year. None of them were my fault. Well, like they were my fault, but just getting caught in the back of the pack. I wanted to ride my fucking bike. I was being told not to ride my bike. I was being forced not to ride my bike.
Meaning like riding skate parks and stuff?
Yeah, riding skate parks and stuff. So, and then like all this was going on, like training, getting hurt, like getting slow again, and then having to work out again. And then all this. But I'd always convinced myself that that is what I wanted to do. But like, so there was one race, Chula Vista. I was in the gate with Nick Long and shit. In my head, like I'm not a confident person. Like, and that they were trying to force me to be one. Like they're like, oh, like you have to be the best. Think you're the best, and all this shit. And then I was
they haven't you talked to a sports psychologist and stuff?
Oh man, like his name was Roger. Like full shit like that. And,
hey Roger, you suck.
Yeah, well no, Roger was good, but it's just like it's things that. And then basically my coach grabbed me from like I got last that lap, did a motor whip over the last jump. I fucking had a smile on my face, was stoked. Coach grabbed me by my fucking collar and said, "What the fuck do you want to do? Do you want to have fun on your bike, or do you want to win?" And then that was it right there. Boom.
It was nice of him to make it laid out so simple.
Yeah, no, it actually was. Well, it wasn't right there, right then. It took me like 8 months to fully figure it out because I had to like try to start tell people how I'm not going to race now, and then.
So was that hard for you? Because I'm guessing you kind of plan out your life with this being a huge
part
of it.
Of course. And then one of the biggest thing too is a dude named Simon Whitfield, and this is funny. There's one conversation I remember in my life, because you're pressured as an athlete to like think of this goddamn fucking idea of a gold medal, right? Or like a podium, and you're going to be so fulfilled and life's going to be sick. And and then I heard Simon Whitfield. I asked him, I was like, well, what did that feel like when you won that gold? Like was it content? He was like, it was one of the worst things. Like it was one of the most non-relieving things ever, because what it's built up for, and then after you're just hungry for more.
Yeah.
And like hearing that too, and then me just thinking now, it just like kind of altered my entire lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, I'm not even the same. What has it been now? It's 3 years difference, and I am remotely not the same person who I was.
So I'm trying to think. I think the first time I ever met you was, or at least saw you, I don't know if I met you, but was that Texas Toast when you did the gauntlet.
That's funny. So I was going through all that bullshit with trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and then
that was the last Texas Toast, correct?
Yeah, that was the last
3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of went to Toast like because I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go to Toast, have fun, see what everything's about. Well, like I knew what everything was about, right? Like, but I didn't have many friends there. I had my buddy James, and then like just went there, had a blast, and after that was it. That's funny because that's where I met Robbie too.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I met him at House Park
because I remember everybody was trying to get through that gauntlet of death they had set up. And like legit dudes. I remember watching Gary Young try, a handful of guys that were really good. And then you didn't. You were kind of just some random guy. Yeah, and I was like, who is that dude? I was like, who is that dude? And like somebody from the Northwest or something basically told me I was an idiot for not knowing who you are. And I was like, fuck, I guess so. I guess I'm out of the loop here. And then come to find out, I think I was kind of okay for not knowing who you were.
Yeah.
But then I met you again maybe a year later or something at that dirt place in Seattle. You came down. You came down with Nate Berkheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So that wasn't that long after then, I don't think.
No.
So you were already done racing or transitioning out?
Oh, I was still racing during Toast.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to be at that event pretty much. And then, from there, then everything just kind of faded away. Like I had, what was it? We had like national championships and it was a race I had to race for funding.
Okay.
And basically I had a coach I grew up with. His name was Brendan, and even he could see it on my face. He was like, because I was not there anymore. I was like fuck this, didn't want to be there. And then that was the last race.
That's probably not that rare. You know what I mean? You put somebody's entire youth into one thing, you're gonna get over it.
Yeah.
You're gonna, especially when it's a competitive based thing, when people aren't all wired that way.
Yeah. It's like you start to really learn. Well, that is what it is too. When everyone gets into their 20s, that's when everyone starts to really figure out what they want, right? Because mostly you're just influenced by people trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But in real life, you got to find yourself through something else, and then that's what that was. I just realized, and it's crazy. I haven't thought a day about being like, wow, I miss racing. I've never thought that.
Do you follow racing at all?
A little bit here and there. My friends through it. I haven't talked to them in years now, but I'd like to see.
I wonder if any of them see what you're doing and they're like, "That's fucking cool." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Different shit.
It is, but I'd like to think anybody could appreciate that and just watch balls of the wall, height speeds, cool shit, different shit, just and be excited compared to we go in the same circle. You know, and racing's bad. Not to take away from racing. I think racing's cool as hell. Not my cup of tea, but I absolutely respect it. Sure. And respect the bike control it installs in riders. You can tell a lot. I know very few riders that have proper style that didn't grow up racing or at least spend some time on a racetrack.
Yeah.
And I think that heavily influences the way you ride today.
Yeah. And that was when I was racing, the dudes I looked up to, it was the dudes that were Cesar and Shira and all those dudes Day who had bike control and still rode trails and stuff like that. So it's man, I appreciate the crap out of that riding. I just don't appreciate when someone has a snap and they can't get around the fucking track.
Yeah. So you were out racing, living in Vancouver.
Yeah.
You quit racing. That funding is gone. So did you move back to Toronto and start?
Yeah, moved back to Toronto.
You were doing carpentry work.
Work with one of my best friends, and then our boss.
You guys were actually doing pretty cool shit, right?
Yeah, we were doing all live edge shit. Did that for about 3 years.
That stuff's really cool.
Yeah, fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the artwork behind it and everything.
I remember seeing some of the stuff that you guys did, and it was really cool, high-end stuff.
Yeah.
It was really good-looking stuff.
And that was fun. So saved a bunch of money through that, and then I think I saved up $10,000, and then piled 4 of my friends from that work and that trip. That we all worked with. We were all BMXers that worked at that shop that we all grew up with. I piled them all in my Corolla, and then we drove down to Huntington Beach, and then I was gone for 3 months after that. I went on a full riding trip, and that's when I came to your house for the first time.
Okay, yeah.
No, that was a different trip. Man, that was one of my... No, because that was after Toast.
You came to my house after Toast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that. That was a different trip.
How did you end up staying at my house?
I don't know. You knew Mike Carroll. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I'm trying to remember.
I hit you up because you wanted to film a video after Toast, and I remember because we went from Austin all the way up back from Vancouver. Like, we flew into Austin, and then I drove down to Austin,
Because it was you and the two other dudes.
Yeah.
That was cool. It's crazy that was a long time ago. But I remember
a long time ago
just wanting to film some shit with you because it would be cool and fun and somebody new and stuff. But I remember, like, being incredibly impressed. Things like just riding that OB park, which is, like, in my neighborhood. Like, you did jumped a gap and did, like, a wall ride thing there that, like, have never been done. And, I mean, that's Dennis's and Chad's local park, and that's been there for 20 years. Like, it's crazy to go to that park and do something new. Yeah. That isn't just, like, a new trick on this hip, you know?
Yeah, word.
I mean, it's going to be... You can't really respond to that. It's putting you in an awkward spot. See it on your face.
Like, shrug your shoulders. Yeah.
But, hey, I'm a cool guy.
Yeah.
So all that happened. We filmed that video. I think the video I filmed with you was the first thing a lot of people had seen.
Yeah, probably. That was like, I put out like a couple small edits here and there, but...
Because you did the thing with me, and I think that got a little bit of eyeballs, and then you put out something, maybe it was the first Colt thing or demolition thing. You put out something really solid not too long after you and I filmed that.
Yeah, it was probably the demo thing from Joyride. Because I was living in Toronto, and then...
Yeah. Because you came out with something a lot heavier after that, and then it was kind of like on the map.
Yeah, sure.
So when is the last time you actually worked a real job?
Man. Well, it would be at 3Ride. Like 3Ride Vancouver, I worked at a bike shop there.
Okay.
And then once I got help through Robbie, I just haven't worked since. And it's because we've been traveling so much and stuff there. But like, I'll do odd jobs like flip vans and try to do stuff like that to still make money. But
that's probably also fun.
Yeah,
you know?
I miss work too. Kind of, it's weird.
Yeah, it sounds like you haven't had shitty jobs though. The carpentry thing was cool.
Yeah,
working at a cool bike shop.
Yeah,
like,
that was okay. Yeah, it's all right.
It's not like you're out there like cleaning porta potties.
Oh yeah, and that's like I was working that job with like one of my best friends, so it's like getting to hang out with him every day, and then it's just you go insane not doing anything.
Yeah. How did you end up riding for Colt?
Yeah, it was Robbie.
Like when we filmed that video and you stayed at my house all those years ago, I think you were on
volume.
Demolition. Okay, you were on volume.
So Brian was just like helping me out, and that was just through a distro. So someone helped me out with a bike after I was done racing and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I had always ridden freestyle because it was funny because I rode for Stolen through a distro way before that.
Wow,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
And like Stolen wouldn't have known or anything, but like I was getting flow through a distro through that.
They sponsored that really good dude in Canada, Moxley. Yeah. Remember they sponsored him.
Now he's in the circus. Yeah.
Fuck. That guy had some serious bicycle skills.
He's one of the best bikers in the world. But yeah, met Robbie at House Park, and then he said what up there, gave me an email. He emailed me a couple times, and from there got a bike, and didn't really know what to do. Like I grew up on cult videos too, so it's kind of weird. It was trippy, and then
because it didn't really start as anything official. It was kind of like,
it's not.
I'll give you a bike,
and that's how it is with them, right? Like you got to earn your way with
which
that.
I respect. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then that's what it was, just a free frame. Then I could hit him up, and then more started to go on, and he started helping me get places.
Yeah,
and then that was where I think it all like kind of started, and then
I remember being somewhere. Maybe we were in France when you went to France for a while.
Oh yeah, I went to Montpellier for that feast.
Yeah, but you also went to Barcelona and shit.
I traveled around everywhere through
I think I remember asking you there, and I think you said Robbie had helped you get out there. And I was like, holy shit, that's a real thing then. Like, because I knew you were loose with Colt, but I didn't know, when Robbie's helping you go to Europe, like...
It was funny because I used that feast contest to be able to go over there, to be able to, like, film and hang out. And, like that's where I filmed my first cult video, too.
That's right, yeah.
Because I was just B-rolling stuff, just filming.
Yeah. No, that was cool, though. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Especially you were with Bondu, right?
Yeah, I was with Bondu and Jeffrey and Kevin. All those dudes that are all in the circus now, yeah.
Those guys all seem so... different than you.
Well, it's like I grew up. Yeah.
Those are good guys. I like those guys.
I also don't look at anyone differently, like at all. Like I would never be like, oh, they're park dudes, so I'm not fucking going.
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense. They wanted to go on a trip, and it was who wanted to go then, and I hopped in and then stayed at Kevin's grandparents' house in France.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Those guys are killing it in the circus too.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy.
You had the opportunity to do that, didn't you?
Yes.
And that's like a good 6-figure gig. You know, like what you just couldn't do it.
Best decision in my life was turning that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To live in a van.
Could never do that. Yeah.
You couldn't do it.
Could never fucking do that. Probably would have killed my love for riding.
Yeah. I went and saw it in Florida.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and those guys all seem happy and to be in a good place. And
Yeah.
it seems kind of cool in the sense of... It seems cool because, like, they have to be there, like, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And otherwise, they're just in the city doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So,
It seems like they're living a life that was way more lenient towards, like, their contracts and stuff than what we were told. Like, because I was told, like, this crazy stuff and, like, yeah. But, like, from there, yeah, I don't think it's... I've had this conversation with so many people about this. Like, I could never have done that.
No.
Like, I'm just not the mindset for that. And I knew as I was doing it wasn't, but they were like sent us out and gave us some money to go out there. So that's why we did it.
Yeah, no, I remember, there's the dude who's kind of in charge. Kind of a short dude.
Yeah, I
remember talking to him.
He's worked with a bunch of stuff for Red Bull and stuff.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was in Montreal.
The choreographer guy, right? Well, he's kind of like, he's done a lot of stuff.
Kind of a short, fat dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember talking to him once about who was going to do it.
Mart?
Yeah, dude, I'd know it if I heard it.
He would have been in France.
I remember talking to him one night at the bar or something, and I was like, who are the riders that are going to do it? And he said your name, and I was like, spit my beer out.
It was in France. It was in France where I told him, he was like, hey, are you serious about this? And I said, no. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, that was where I told him. Because like they were sending me emails like, I think so. I don't know. Because they were struggling to find riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know why they would have wanted me. What do they want to do? Like, Joel can pull up on a quarter pipe, and that's what's going now. They probably would have just been frustrated with me. So
probably just another body, and you probably made a good impression on a couple people there.
Yeah.
You showed up on time to practice or something like that when you were out there. But that's such a strange thing to have in your bag of shit you've loosely been a part of.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, but, yeah.
So then you ended up getting, like, a more official deal with Colt, and that's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah.
So you had to quit Demolition because of the distro thing.
It wasn't like really quitting. I did have to call Brian and be like Brian didn't even know what was going on. He was like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck? And it basically is like, dude, Robbie helped me out since day one. And Demo helped me out with stuff, but Robbie did more. And then from there, I was like, I stayed true to it. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to go hit up Brian now and be like, hey, if they give me the bump, can I get like a check from you too? And like, you do it too. I just didn't feel right. Yeah. So it's like, I'd rather ride all cult stuff, go through this distro, and then...
Are you on a contract to ride all cult stuff? Is it kind of a parts deal as well, or is it just...
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured not. I figured it was loose.
No.
But... No, I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And it seems like...
Oh, man, yeah. He helped me out since day one, so I'm not going to fucking be a kook about it and go... Yeah, I don't know. That's what it was. But Demo was sick.
Well, and it seems like you're not a dude who's all about money.
Yeah, not at all.
I got to check here. I need to check here. It
was the craziest thing because, like, a bunch of stuff happened during the, like, whole, like, getting more help from Robbie and stuff, and it was stuff I never wanted to do but had to do. Like, it was, like, getting offers from other things, and then, like, this idea of, like, oh, maybe I can not work now and just ride, and made me have to ask for things that I didn't want to, and then, well, yeah, so, like, I'm not money-orientated at all, but this not being able to work thing is insane.
You need...
It's enough to get by.
You need the bills paid. That's what you need.
And then enough to live.
Kind of go live. So you filmed a full section for the new Cult video, right?
Yes, I did.
And that's done, I assume?
Yes, it's done.
Have you seen your section?
I have not.
Yeah? Are you psyched on all the shit you filmed?
I've seen some stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched.
Did Vish film everything of yours?
Yeah, Vish did, but then we did a Colorado trip and got a couple clips in there. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, like I only had 11 days healthy filming this DVD part.
So how long do you think your part is? Do you have any idea?
I think it's like 3. No, it'd be like 2.5.
So
it's like short.
But it's a full section.
Yeah, it's like short, sweet. Yeah, that's what they wanted the DVD to be. It's not like I'm sure, like, yeah.
I really like that concept.
Yeah.
I think that the whole concept of long term, we filmed this for a long time, we put out this hour-and-a-half long masterpiece is super cool, but it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense as far as what the purpose of it is. Like,
yeah. So
keep it moving, keep it new, keep it fresh.
I get it. It's good. Yeah. Like everything about it, filming it was so sick. And it's like everything, like everyone without rides wants to be able to do that, right? And it's like it's gonna be cool to have this, and it feel like more like a crew video instead of like a progressive, like individual video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
are you coming out for the premiere of that? Or I guess they're doing the one in Hastings and one in California.
Yeah, they're doing one in Hastings. I haven't talked to them yet about flying out for the first one, but I'm home for 7 days, and flights are expensive to Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just go to the Hastings one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks, but
good day to stroke the ego.
Yeah.
Let everybody tell you how cool you are.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I guess that's your first video part in an actual video, right?
Yeah.
But I guess technically you probably filmed for more than 11 days for a lot of things you put out.
Yeah, no, yeah. But that was like the shortest, and I tried to put a lot of work into it, but then got hurt, and then...
Was that the jaw thing?
Yeah, that was my face.
For people that don't know, run us through that. Palm Springs.
Was that
the first filming trip for the video?
Yeah, that was one of the first trips I ever went on Robbie, too. like him in the van, because we were meant to go to Arizona. Like, we were on our way to Arizona for an Airbnb for like 7 days. Chase was going to fly in. It was me, Foley, Vish, Robbie, and then Chase, and then we were all going to do a
Chase
trip.
Hawk?
Yeah. And then we were all going to do a trip in Arizona, and we didn't make it past the first fucking day. Because, put my face into the concrete at full speed.
And broken jaw?
Yeah, shattered it. Don't know exactly how many breaks. It was broken in 6 spots, but like my entire up through my nose, like jawbone was shattered. So like got that, yeah. So
were you knocked out for a while?
No, I remember every second of it. Super weird. Like
so
face
weird.
collapsed, and I think because it took the impact, I didn't get knocked out.
Your face broke your fall.
Oh yeah, yeah, because my face like crumpled in.
So what did they have to do?
Full
Plates?
Yeah, reconstructive surgery. Basically,
Wow.
Yeah, went under. They like cut my up and bottom lips, pulled it all apart. I got a bunch of metal plates all through here now, up through my cheek, through here, and then I snapped it here and dislocated here, but they didn't have to put any plates there. And then
So now your face is invincible.
Yeah.
So
I guess so.
Nobody should punch you in the face.
Yeah, lost my front teeth. Now I got fake teeth.
Were you in the hospital in Palm Springs, or did they get you home?
No, I was in the hospital. They couldn't fly me
Because of the face thing?
because it was just like, it needed to be done there. 10 days there. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Your family fly out or anything?
Yeah, I bought really good insurance. Luckily, we in Canada I can buy insurance.
Buy a better plan.
Like, I buy better plans for traveling, and I'm actually allowed to say I'm riding. Like, they call it like the X Games package or something, and basically I can hurt myself on my bike and they cover everything. So yeah, they flew my parents out. They did everything. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was insane.
Best case scenario for us.
Bill was $364,000.
Would it cost you nothing?
Nothing.
Perfect.
Oh, well, technically $374. That's what I pay for the year.
That's money well spent.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Not
they
bad at all.
insured me again this year. Wait, it didn't even go up. It's insane.
More power to him, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. When something that gnarly happens, do you ever have second thoughts about the way you ride and the shit you do?
See, it's the craziest thing about, like, because while doing this part, like, because I wanted to go in for this part. Like,
For the cult part.
Oh, yeah, I really wanted to. But
Kind of your first, these guys are writing you a paycheck, they stand behind you.
Well, it's not even that. It's like...
But I think the paycheck it's not about the money, but it's documented proof that these guys back you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I've never thought of it like that. Like, I wanted to put a part out that, like, in my head, like, the limits that I wanted to see if I can make them real. Like, and that's what I wanted to do through that. And yeah, of course, like, you're put on a spot that's like sick if you're given a part, and like a lot of other kids would want that.
Yeah.
So
in
it's
a
like,
video with Dak, with Chase Hawk,
yeah, it's insane. Like, I grew up on that shit. Like, that's wild. So yeah, I wanted to go in, and I wanted that to be something proud of. And yeah, during that part, I got hit with reality hard of like what we do.
Yeah.
And I had never been hit hard like that before, and it fucked me up for a little bit, but not really. Like, I'm fully back to normal now.
How long were you off the bike?
I was only off for 2 months.
That's what I thought, man. Because we probably hang out 5-6 times a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a little give or take. And like, I knew you'd crashed, but I think I was somewhere else and I wasn't thinking about it much. And like, I saw you not that long later and you were okay in riding, and I was like, oh, okay, it must not have been
because
that bad.
Because it's all plates and everything's already solid. Like, it heals super quick.
I was somewhere with Foley, and Foley was like, no, we thought Corey died.
Yeah.
Like,
it looked a lot worse
but
than
he
what
seems
it was.
fine.
Yeah. No, that was crazy. Like, because when I went to the doctor, they're like, yeah, okay, you're good. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, you're good. Like, I had to do physio for like jaw movement, but other than that, yeah.
Are they using that crash in the video?
Yeah, it's in it.
Nice.
You can't see it.
You pulled the gap before you crashed on it, correct?
Yeah, I clipped it.
Okay.
I did it like 3 times and clipped it every time, and then just wanted to butter it up, and then, yeah.
Was the clip bad, or you just, you know what I mean? Is it something that you were getting greedy by trying to get it without the clip?
It's the first time I ever rolled up to a skate park and was trying to hit a gap before learning the skate park.
Gotcha.
And that's what bit me.
Lesson
because
learned.
If I knew how to ride that park, I would have knew how that quarter pipe angled like that, and I would have known I'm an idiot for going that fast on that angle.
Gotcha.
And that's what it was. It bit me. And it's kind of funny because it's like a blessing in disguise. Like, because like now I look at setups differently, and I think it's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, because I still, like, I'm down to pull the trigger, but respecting what we do is a big part of it, and I lost respect that fucking day. So
yeah. Is that anything you have desire to go get at Buttery, or are you done with it?
Oh no, we went to Palm Springs back on the first trip. I went to like film for the DVD again, and there was like the Desert Springs Shop Jam, and it was like the first day I flew into California. That was the first park we rode.
Damn.
And no, that's sick. Like, the way I work, that's fucking sick, because I'm scared shitless to get back on my bike again. Got to go film a part again. And it's like all this shit went down. Like my family's freaking out now because it's like the reality of what happened.
Yeah.
And like had a sixth session that day with all my friends. And that's dope.
Everything's good. Move forward.
Yeah. From there, it was like a move forward. Here we go.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
So Colt video is pretty much wrapped up. Do you know how they're releasing that? Is that going to be digital download?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming just DVDs at first, then maybe digital download sort of thing that you can like pay and then you get the file.
I would imagine they do that right off the bat. That kind of makes
or
sense.
Or they might do that as well. Yeah.
I would assume so.
Yeah, don't quote. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing is factual. I'm just rambling about what maybe that's because that's what's convenient for me.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I was like, I went with you the other night. Went and saw the Josh Clemens video.
Yeah.
Disco Stew. And Josh was like, "Oh, did you get a copy?" And I was like, "Do you have like a digital download? Like, I'll pay for it. I just don't need a physical copy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm traveling all the time. Like, can I just press a button? I'll give you $20, whatever you want." But,
yeah.
Anyways, I like digital downloads. Is what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
But so then Colt's coming out soon, and then you guys have been working on the Fast and Loose project for a while, which I have heard from a lot of people that you've been filming tons of crazy shit for that.
Well, I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. You can't really respond to that, but that's essentially what I've heard.
What?
So, for those who don't know, I guess I don't even really know what the hell's the deal with that project.
So basically, like Jason and I went on. Jason Watts. Yeah, Jason Watts. We all went on this trip to Portugal. Like short story short, we all booked flights after this event, wanted to stay, and then we were just sleeping in tents, riding all this.
Was this after Malaga? Or
after Malaga.
Okay.
So like we were just sleeping in tents with a bunch of Spanish locals like Danny and Miguel, and like sleeping in tents, riding all these sick parts, and we're just like, fuck, like I wish we could get more people to do this, like if we had a crew. And then basically texted, like from there, Jason texted Matt and Chris, were like, hey, we're doing this. And then from there, Cody got involved too, like
Cody Pollard.
Yeah, he got involved.
Is it how do you say it?
Pollard.
I've always said
Cody,
Pollard.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I might be wrong.
Sorry, Cody. You're probably right.
If I'm saying one of my best friends' names wrong, that's hilarious.
You spent a lot more time with him than I have, so I hope you got it right.
Polarado. So yeah.
There you go.
It's Pollard.
Cody works.
Yeah. So yeah, and then like naturally formed through there, and then it's sick, motivated a lot of people to like.
So was the plan from the get-go to do a video? Or was
yeah,
the plan...
we did, because no one was filming a DVD part at that time. And then we were like, man, like, why don't we just try to do it? We'll go on trips, we'll film it. It'll be stuff we want to ride, not stuff that we'd be forced to ride. And then from there, that happened. And now it's kind of turning into something bigger than what we thought. And then, yeah, like...
Is this an open-ended project, or is the end in sight?
The end is in sight, like end of next year. But
end of 2019.
Yeah.
Nice.
But end of 2019, and then get it together. But yeah, we still like have a bunch of trips we want to do for it. And then
now, is this just you guys doing it? There's no funding, no sponsors?
Well, no, not really. But we're using the flights that like Vans for all these contests and stuff to help us out. Right.
So they'll book it and you'll book it home a few days later or whatever.
So it's like, it doesn't cost Jerry extra money to book flights, right? Like later. So it's like, yeah, we just ran it through that, and we're using that as a way to be able to do this.
That's awesome.
And then why wouldn't you, right? Like instead of just going out for a contest, it's like you can get to see the place too. It's amazing.
That doesn't sound very jockish of you though.
What do you mean?
You're supposed to just come to win and then go home.
Oh, no.
So full sections, you, Matt, Jason, Cody.
Yeah, Chris,
is that it?
Yeah.
And then I know a few other guys have popped on a couple trips.
Yeah, like talked to Sergio today about he's going to come on the Vancouver trip next year. So yeah, he'll have like a bunch of clips if he wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like clips stacked like from a bunch of mixed friends. So we'll have like.
Do you already have a shitload of footage?
Yeah.
Is it going to be way overwhelming putting in that much time? And the next year,
I don't think so.
You're going to have like, knowing you and how you ride and stuff, you're going to have
we're going to be
20 minutes of footage.
But yeah, we might like come out with an edit through that and then pick and choose like the good stuff. And then, yeah. We wanted this project to be something that we can look back on and be like, wow, like I really remember these times. And then through that, and then another thing that we're doing for the project is Chris writes. He writes novels and stuff, and he's writing a 50,000 word novel for this. And I don't know if anyone's done that yet or that doesn't even matter, but like he's going to write a novel about all our adventures on this trip and about his like life and stuff and everything. And like he sent me chapters of it, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Because it makes you feel like you're there, and it makes us be able to relive everything that we forgot.
Now, is that going to be a separate thing, or is that going to
We're going to sell it? It's going to see. This is like a thing that we can't answer because we don't know yet. Like he wants to like hard copy it, and then we want to do hard copy with a DVD. Like stuff like that you could order, like the stuff Dig does. So we just got to figure out how to do that.
You got to do like the DVD case is the hardcover book. Like you open it and the disc is right there.
Yeah, and then
it's the book also. Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So this is just something, we wanted to do, and then, it's not we just wanted to travel, man, and ride bikes.
Is anybody editing it, or is that still like you guys are just all kind of doing it?
Matt's gonna start editing it.
Okay.
And then from there he's gonna ask like Josh Clemens for a lot of help, I bet, like because Josh is good at what he does with Disco Stew, and he's like the new demo TM. He's really talented, so. We're like, we're gonna get someone. We're gonna edit ourselves, but try to get help.
Get somebody to kind of fine tooth comb.
Yeah.
What's the ETA on that? If you finish filming end of next year?
Oh man, just get it out as fast as we can. I don't know. We wanted to do like the premiere at Huntington Beach next year.
And that is...
Oh, yeah. So, like, I don't know if that's realistic. I don't know. Like, this is a thing that we don't have any of this planned, right? We're just trying to do trips and then come out with this DVD.
Let it work itself out.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are the other trips you guys have in mind? You said Vancouver.
Yeah, we're going to do Vancouver, down the Oregon coast again, I believe. We're going to do Australia again. We were going to do Portugal, Spain. We're still trying to sort that out.
Like next month?
No, like next month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then, we're going to spend a week in England now, I think. And then, so, yeah.
It's a big project.
Yeah, we wanted to go to like that. Like I'm like I don't know why I have like all these ideas of places that I want to go. Like we want to go to SMP too. Like we want to go to Shanghai, and then we want to go to that Pearl. What's that?
Black
Pearl Park.
It's not that good.
No,
the trannies.
I've heard it's fucking amazing.
Nah,
Dennis said it's one of his favorite skate parks.
Ask Hawk.
Yeah, he said it was good too.
No, man, like look at the footage and stuff. Nobody does anything good there.
Oh, whatever. Still, it's a tropical island that's cheap to fly to.
Go in November. So I went. This is how cool Red Bull is.
Joe and Garrett said it's also amazing too.
Okay, well, take their word for it. We did this Red Bull project in South America, and it was like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So the guy who was at Red Bull was like, kind of like, sorry, South America sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Booked us a project in Cayman Islands over Pirate Week.
Yeah.
So in like November they have Pirate Week. So you need to go in November over Pirate Week. I have the connections for the park. I know the guy that owns the brewery there.
Oh shit.
Let me know. I'm probably gonna come also.
All right.
It's a good place.
In November.
I believe it's November, but
Whoa.
Pirate Week's fucking wild. We partied on a boat.
Oh, that could happen this year.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's good. It's a good time and a cool place, and
I might do that.
Yeah. I'll hook you up with the guy because it's not just like an open park. Like you kind of have to get
I know.
in and stuff.
I've heard those things.
But the guys are assuming the same guys are in charge. This was November. Not this past November, but the previous. So a year and a half ago is when I was there. But everybody was super cool. The guy that owns the brewery is also the Red Bull distro.
Oh, see.
So he was like, he's super, super cool. He's like just like an old dude that parties and does crazy shit.
Damn, they got a brewery out there?
Yeah. What's a K-Brew?
Yeah.
It's like light beers, like island beers and shit. Speaking of breweries and stuff, what's the deal with your drinking alter ego?
Corgi.
How do you spell that?
Corgi.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Whole another story.
See, I thought I've always heard Jason say it, but with his Australian accent, I didn't know if he was saying corgi like the dog or corky like.
No, do you want to hear the story about this?
Absolutely.
I can see how fast I can do it. But so one of my best friends at home I used to live with, his name's Jordan, and they were all riding this pool this one day, and a dog walked by, and his buddy Isaac said oh, look how cute that corgi is. And then someone was like, haha, corgi. And then someone was like, haha, Welsh corgi. But they're named Welsh corgis. That's the actual name of them. And then they all started laughing and they were like, that's hilarious, Welsh corgi. No, Welsh corgi. And then so they started an Instagram page without telling me and took all the photos from my page, followed everyone from my page, and put a dog face on it. And they did that, and I had no idea who it was for like 6 months. Like no one, because they were following everyone, and they set it up to look so much like my profile that people were tripping out and being like, "Wait, what the fuck is this?" And then I was getting messages of like, "Hey, why'd you make this account and put a dog on your face?"
That was the only difference.
Yeah, that was the only difference. Like
just the one main profile.
Yeah,
picture.
like they posted the podium from Spain, and they were like
same captions. Or?
Yeah, well, no, like cheeky captions.
Oh, good. Okay.
Like chasing my favorite bird around the park, or like
damn,
like shit like that. So and then And then I don't know why I didn't want the nickname Corgi at the time. And then so I used our old Wi-Fi password at this one house we lived with a bunch of dudes, and I got onto the account and then I just deleted it. But I wish I didn't delete it now.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty of you.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was like a victimless crime.
I know.
Well, yeah. Well, you made it sound like it was going to be a really long, complicated story.
No, I thought it was, and then that's it. So now my alter ego is Corgi.
And how many drinks does it take to get Corgi to come out?
I don't know. Not that many.
Will Corgi make an appearance in Mexico this trip?
Probably not. Actually, well, I don't know. Yeah. Corgi's just, I don't know.
I definitely...
Yeah, probably going to.
I saw him in Huntington Beach the other night.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was I mean, I'll tell you this from my perspective, but I basically see you passed out drunk at like 7 p.m.
When was this?
And we're about to go to Josh Clemens' video premiere. And you're passed out drunk, and I'm like, oh shit, Corey's out. And you're like, I'm not fucking out. Like, no, Corey's not coming. And then, like, you had a much longer night than I did.
Yes.
I was home and in bed, and you were posting photos on the internet of you partying still.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I guess you were completely right.
Yeah.
You weren't done. But
now I sound like an alcoholic. Wonderful.
No,
yeah,
no.
I'm just kidding.
If you're an alcoholic, it wouldn't be like,
oh, no.
You party real hard. It would be like, you drink all day, every day.
No, yeah. I'm a lightweight, like really bad. So that's why he comes out very fast.
Were you drinking or having any fun at all when you were doing the Olympic race shit?
Not really. We would do like after parties and stuff, but no, I was pretty, nothing.
Yeah.
Like we were being drug tested too, so like nothing. So
you've never been a drug guy though, have you?
No, never, ever.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like from there, like because you don't like, I don't know, no one smokes marijuana or anything, so no one drinks really. So it's super professional, and then got thrown into this lifestyle, and here we are.
So what do you think about going for the Olympics in freestyle?
Man, it's sweet. It's cool for other people, but I would never even think about it.
Want nothing to do with that lifestyle ever again.
Ever again, man. Yeah. If it gives a platform for kids to be able to see what we do and they can venture off and see other things, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
But personally, nah.
From the industry side of things, I see it breathing some new life in some places. Like Darden has the thing in China.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. No, it's cool.
A lot of things where it's like, it's cool, this is happening, and it's a different outlet. Who knows how sustainable or how long it'll last, but if it can get some more kids on bikes to find their own path.
Dude, yeah, that's all it is. Like, I know there's so many ups and downs about it, and I know all the downs and what I feel about it. But man, and in the short, like in long run, if a kid sees someone ride a fucking bike and they hop on that bike, that's it. Because riding a bike changed my life. Yeah. Like if some kid gets to experience what I experienced, even though it might not look like this crazy cool lifestyle, like it'd be worth it.
Yeah. I remember being on a trip a long time ago in Florida, and I was shooting something with Mark Mulville.
Yeah.
And there was a kid that was talking to Mulville, like a local kid at the park that was pretty good, and he was like, Mark, I just want to, I don't need much, man. I just want to be like you. You know, I just want to like just ride a lot and travel a lot and just have a nice car and just be good. And Mark's like, I can't afford a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess, perception's everything. What's next on your agenda? So we're going to Hastings.
Hastings, and then from there, England. From there, Malaga. And then for that contest. And then from there, something. We're trying to figure that out on this trip right now.
Like, you guys aren't staying in Mexico longer, are you?
No. I want to, but not yet, no.
I don't know enough of this stuff around here, but it seems interesting and somewhat.
There's some shit out here. Like, I got a skate homie named Adam that went in, like toured through in his van through Mexico, and they got some stuff.
Did they get arrested?
No, I don't think so, no.
Nice.
But they rode some, like, good ditches and full pipes and skate parks, and I'd love to do a trip out here.
Yeah.
And the people are amazing.
It would be great to have a tour guide.
Yeah.
Did you see, it was all like street stuff, but Peraza did that X Games real street thing.
Yeah, and in his Vans part, all the street stuff, the tranny stuff he was riding is insane.
Yeah.
All the sculptures and everything. Yeah, like, I'd love to go to Mexico City.
He's always invited me. He said like 3 hours south of where he lives in Tucson is a city I think where his dad is from.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where all that shit is. He's like, it's completely untapped. I'm the only guy that's ever ridden there.
Wait, where is it?
Like 3 hours south of Tucson.
That's where that stuff is?
I thought
it was Mexico City.
I think the Vans video was Mexico City. I think his X Games part was all there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, whatever. But from the looks of things, there's crazy shit everywhere.
Yeah.
In all these big untapped cities,
Yeah.
But that could be a good guy to recruit for a one-off.
Oh, yeah.
Come on and just tour us around. Make sure we don't go to jail,
Right. No, or his brother, too. Damn, all his brothers.
Fuck it. Just make a Peraza video. Just quit this fast and loose shit.
Yeah.
But all right, man. We're about practice time. So the important last question that you have to answer in great detail is: who is your favorite bike rider of all time?
Aiken.
That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of them, but Aiken.
Has it always been Aiken? Like since you were younger and riding?
Younger was more influenced by him than I was now.
Even while you were racing and stuff.
Oh, Aiken. Yeah, and like, there's so many dudes, man. But Aiken was the one.
I was thinking about that the other day, how like kids these days have no idea.
Well, it's like, and then I was thinking about how they're doing that like favorite rider thing, and no one's done Aiken yet.
Oh,
and,
seriously?
And I'm like, whoa, like, because man, he was, that was it right there.
It was like the favorite rider of a generation.
Yeah,
like multiple generations.
Yeah, so
that's a good answer. Who's your favorite racer of all time?
Cesar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is he South American?
No, he's American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cesar's the dude that like should have gone to the Olympics and won, but blew it. Like he accidentally fell in the time trial in the race that Chris was in.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, he was like.
Did you ever race Chris Fox back in the day?
No, he's 29, and I'm 23.
So just missed the age gap or whatever.
Missed it. Yeah.
Okay, that'd have been funny.
Yeah.
Now you're going on these trips together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bunch of fucking racers in a van trying to ride skate parks.
That's what's up.
I appreciate it. Well, Corey, I'll let you go jock out on the course.
Yeah.
And I'll probably see you down there in a minute.
All right, I'll see you there.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate the time.
No problem. Thanks, man.
You look great.
Yeah. You too.
All right, that does it for this week. Thank you for listening. If you're not already following Corey Walsh on Instagram, I suggest you do so. At Walsh Corey, WALSHCOREY, not to be confused with Welsh Corgi. And until next week, just remember, it doesn't count if you don't pull the rollback. Thank you for listening. Let's party.